So somebody commented on my Alan Watts video that nothing matters, that your spiritual work, even the idea of embodiment is egoic and it doesn't matter. And so that's the nihilistic view, that nothing matters. But my point of view is, if nothing mattered, then why am I still alive? Like, what keeps animating this? Because I'm on the side of a million times wanting to be done with this human experience. But something continues to have me on this ride. So something does matter. And then they even pointed out in their comment that to find compassion and joy. But in order to find compassion and joy, how do you find that? Like, you're got to be up to something. You can't just say that nothing matters. That everything is just, up for interpretation. And so calling myself an embodiment coach is a trap. I understand that as soon as you identify something, that's why I have struggled so much with calling myself anything, is that the minute that you identify with something, then it can become part of the survival egoic world and the egoic fantasy. And so why do I say embodiment? And I come from the place of that our heart is our guide, that our bodies have a path of meaning that we can find, but we need to find it outside of the fantasy of the survival ego. And in order to do that, like you're pointing, there's so many people pointing in different ways of looking at it, how to get to that joy and compassion. That process, that's what I've been sharing with everybody, is like, this is how I'm doing it. And to me, it is understanding that, if you've ever had a time when you've just made a choice, a big choice in life, and it just felt perfectly right in that moment, you made the choice, and it's like, and you never questioned it. That's what I would say is embodiment. That is heart. But then the mind gets involved, and then you get squashed up in other relationships, and then the choices become unclear. And my idea is that the meaning is the embodiment of the human experience, and there's ways to point back to that. So it's always an ego trap, because that's the thing, is the ego is always finding a way out of its responsibility. And I would say that it's the responsibility of the heart that we follow, not what we're told by the mind.